From the PEP Radio Newsroom, we have this news about OPEC. OPEC Plus kept oil output unchanged on Sunday after a quick meeting that avoided discussion of the political crises affecting several of the producers' group members. Sunday's meeting of 8 members of OPEC Plus, which pumps about half the world's oil, came after oil prices fell more than 18% in 2025, the steepest yearly drop since 2020 amid growing oversupply concerns. Tensions between Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates flared last month over a decade-long conflict in Yemen when a UAE-aligned group seized territory from the Saudi-backed government. The crisis triggered the biggest split in decades between the former close allies. And on Saturday, the United States captured Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, and U.S. President Donald Trump said Washington would take control of the country until a transition to a new administration becomes possible, without saying how this would be achieved. Right now, oil markets are being driven less by supply-demand fundamentals and more by political uncertainty, said Jorge Leon, head of geopolitical analysis at Rystad Energy and a former OPEC official. And OPEC Plus is clearly prioritizing stability over action. The 8 OPEC Plus members, Saudi Arabia, Russia, the UAE, Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Iraq, Algeria, and Oman, raised oil output targets by around 2.9 million barrels per day in 2025, almost equal to 3.0% of world oil demand, to regain market share. The 8 members agreed in November to pause output hikes for January, February, and March due to relatively low demand in the Northern Hemisphere winter. Sunday's brief online meeting affirmed that policy and did not discuss Venezuela, one OPEC Plus delegate said. The 8 countries will next meet on February 1st. OPEC has in the past managed to overcome many internal rifts, such as the Iran-Iraq war, by prioritizing market management over political disputes. Yet, the group is facing other crises, with Russian oil exports falling due to U.S. sanctions over its war in Ukraine, and Iran facing protests and U.S. threats of intervention. Venezuela has the world's largest oil reserves, bigger even than those of OPEC's leader, Saudi Arabia, but its oil production has plummeted due to years of mismanagement and sanctions. Analysts said it's unlikely to see any meaningful boost to crude output for years, even if U.S. oil majors do invest the billions of dollars in the country that Trump promised. That's what we know for now from the PEP Radio Newsroom. I'm David Moore.